about the homestead exemption. A homestead generally refers to the primary residence owned and occupied by a person or family. So a homestead exemption is a legal provision designed to protect the value in a principal dwelling place. Thus, homestead exemptions can provide asset protection from creditors for at least some part of the value of the homestead. Typically, no creditors, with the exception of a mortgage holder, taxing agency, or mechanic's lien, that is, liens placed by those who provided home improvement services, for example, may seize more of the equity than the homestead laws allow. Now, to give you a little background, I've been in the asset protection field since 1991, and our company started in 1906. I believe we currently have about 65,000 clients in our database, and we are the leading asset protection firm nationally. So feel free to call us for a free consultation. A homestead exemption may also refer to statutes in some jurisdiction that offer property tax reductions for a personal residence. Now, in Florida, a person must have the consent of both spouses in order to sell a primary residence, even if the property was paid for and is in the name of only one spouse. Upon death, the surviving spouse can enjoy a life estate and use the home until passing, and laws vary in different states. Alternatively, a widow may elect to timely file a 50% interest in the home, and the remaining 50% is held in a life estate for the benefit of the decedent's children. In particular, this video focuses on the amount of equity that one can protect from judgment creditors in each jurisdiction. Homestead exemption statutes vary by state. For example, some states such as Florida, Iowa, Kansas, Oklahoma, South Dakota, and Texas have provisions, if followed properly, allowing 100% of the equity to be protected. In other states such as New Jersey and Pennsylvania, they do not offer any homestead protection, whereas the degree of protection in New York varies county by county. What is more, with the 2005 federal bankruptcy code revision, residences purchased within 40 months, that is 3 years and 4 months of a bankruptcy filing as of this writing, receive the maximum exemption of $125,000, regardless of whether the exemption in that state is much higher. In addition, there is a great diversity in homestead protection state by state. Some states allow you to protect 100% of your home, as we said. Others protect little to none. Some states allow married couples to double their exemption. Others do not have that provision. Some of the states make you file a declaration of homestead before filing for bankruptcy. Others, it's automatic. The majority of states require you to follow the state homestead rules, and some allow you to choose between the state and federal homestead exemption rules. On our website, I believe it is the first and only list we could find online that includes not only U.S. states and D.C., but also U.S. territories. So can I keep my house if I file for bankruptcy? Now, whether or not you can protect your home can be a major consideration when contemplating bankruptcy filing. The majority of states and territories do allow some protection under their homestead exemption statutes, and this exemption is a factor in both Chapter 7 liquidation bankruptcy as well as Chapter 13, where a payment plan can be arranged. So by knowing the rules, you may be able to protect some, most, or all of your personal residence and increase the repayment amount in a Chapter 13 file. Now, homestead exemption laws change. Please keep in mind that whereas we make every effort on our website to keep the information up to date and accurate, that there are well over 50 states, districts, and territories, and changes in regional and federal laws and rulings may occur before we have a chance to update our list. So in addition, some of the data on which we relied itself may be inaccurate, or we may have misinterpreted the findings. So this may be used as a helpful reference, but you're responsible for confirming the accuracy of the information before relying on it. In addition, there may be exceptions for child support, taxes, and/or acquiring real property with criminal proceeds. This exemption is one of a small part of an overall plan to protect assets from lawsuits. So we encourage anyone who notices an update or needs to make us aware, fill out a contact form on our website and let us know. So the table of homestead exemptions by state and territory that are listed on our website, you'll find the amount of exemption allowed in each state or territory, the statutes applicable to the jurisdiction, and some noteworthy points about the state and territory statutes and how they're interpreted. You'll also see whether or not a particular state allows doubling or other increase of the exemption for married couples, and where there is not an increase, the column is left blank. In addition to the homestead exemption, there are a number of other ways to protect your home. For example, if you live in a state with small or no homestead protection, there are ways that we can help you protect the remainder of the equity in your home. Moreover, since the homestead exemption does not apply to other pieces of real estate, such as investment property, not to mention business property, liquid assets such as bank account and stock market portfolios, you can discuss your needs with one of our experienced asset protection consultants by calling 1-800-830-1055 or by completing a free consultation form at assetprotectionplanners.com. Thank you.